Alliance's turn to pick.
Razor.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Warchief.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Radiant
remaining.
team pick.
Puck!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Nico, so
Yeah, they're not going to change their lanes, and because of that, if Aster is able to scout this out, they can actually have a very good matchups for them. Look at the Arc Warden's items, he's going mid, very fire, so And the Razor has side lane items. Triple Brunch, Tangles, and a Salve.
Serenity. Why is that guy like?
You know what's lacking
He's half
there?
fallen
No,
down, but
you know what
he's got no damage from
You
his
know what
fall.
is lacking there?
What's lacking?
Some
Fish.
koi fish.
Some koi fish. Some koi fish floating in the pond. Val, we would like to have a change, please. We'd also like to have a team fight. Hanskin already starting it off. A lot of damage. Oh, he misses the impale. Hanskin body blocked up by Baboka, and he's got no way to get away. 33 also trying to do the run. The slows, a secondary stun. All that stolen damage still in the hands of Razor, and 33 back to the tier 1 tower. He's going to avoid the Spark Wraith and be able to do so, but now
Who got the kill? Who got the kill?
the kill went to Chuan.
Yep, the Razor got the kill.
Does it feel weird actually
not the
calling him
worst.
Chuan? Like, am I the only person that thinks like it's like is it just a tribute?
No,
No.
that's his actual real name.
Sorry, I just remember the original Chuan.
What a surprise.
Many people have the same name. It's a common name.
It's a common Chuan. It's a common name.
Okay, it's a common.
Okay. Even though Chuan was Malaysian.
Malaysian, Chinese, fine. Malaysian, whatever. You're trying to. Who?
What's the difference between a beta fish and a koi fish?
I just like betas more, and koi fish are very expensive.
It's the
And I want to have many fishes.
it's the affordable fish. Got it. It's the,
Okay, Arc
it's the
Warden.
support fish.
Arc Warden did not get the last hit on the first blood.
No, he did it. That's why I said like
Good news.
it went to the Razor instead. If you want to call that good news.
Half. Okay, fine. Half good news.
Actually, will be potentially 3 runes as well. Well, Fado was able to grab the bottom of, but now Baboka moving his way over, able to connect on the stun, and once again, more stolen damage, and he's got 2 tangos and a headdress, so I suppose he can stand in the lane for now. As Centaur TPs to the bottom lane, and it feels like Aster got exactly the lane matchups they wanted.
So on paper, they should win mid. They will win bot. Top should be, I guess, pretty comfortable for the Pango as well because he's laning against the Medusa. I think they'll be really happy with this setup at the moment. And I think the bot lane, the Nyx probably has to go drag the creep wave. I don't think they can play the lane head on. He has to drag the creep wave and force the Razor to last hit on the tower, so at least use the creep equilibrium to their advantage.
I like how Fade and Fada just want to tip each other at the top lane. It's from the very beginning. It's like, hey guys,
Well, that's not gonna work if they're muted.
that's
Well, you never know.
crap, next level. And SECC is not having the greatest time against Limp so far. 6-3 versus 2-0 after the first waves.
I mean, he used like, I think he used a lot of his mana, like 3. He cast Spark Wave 3 times at the bottom fight. So maybe that's like part of the factor. And on top of things, he hasn't played mid for quite some time.
Should remember, it's like riding a bike. Down on bottom lane, Hanskin able to get a good start off the Razor, stealing all that damage. At least 33 is able just to bully them back, and Chuan can use the damage just to ensure some last hits apart from that rage creep, but no one saw that.
You saw that.
I did see that. Thank you, Accurate Winter.
We are a team. We're here to help each other.
Oh, are we?
Oh, now we are not?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to throw you under the bus.
Uh-huh. Give it your best shot, you'll probably succeed. Alright.
So far, top lane is, I think both sides are quite contented with what they got for their cores, the Dusa and the Pango. You'd probably be more happy on the Pango, because you're the one that wants some quick levels and you're going to be rotating around to help the team. Medusa is just gonna farm, like, regardless of having a good lane or a bad lane, you're gonna be farming as a Medusa, you know?
Now they're actually gonna wall up XSS. He's already used his swashbuckle. Difficult to get away. Nico, baby, trying to stay on top, but that's the reason why he got Fade. Just to telekinesis throw back one of the heroes. So there's space for salving. Now this creep wave is so messed up on bottom lane. It's always behind.
Razor is like feeling so uncomfortable having to.
XSS and Fade do not want to give up on this. Like, you Fade ball, you keep the disarm going over on Disruptor, and then the wall comes up, so Fada at least has some kind of save. But Nico's got no real mana. He's got 4 one-shots available. They're going to line themselves up, and now Nico, baby, goes down to XSS.
Yeah, and look at what they're doing at bot lane. It's really, really good, because the creep wave was at the
They got another one. Fada's dead too.
After that.
Now we can look back down to bottom lane.
Yep, because the creep wave was under the tower. I was just wanting to highlight what the Sentinel plus the Nyx were doing. So they were zoning the Razor out, so he couldn't get the experience under the tower. He missed one whole wave of creep.
Stick. Baboka. Too heavily chain stun. Couldn't get the 9 stick charges off.
Oh, this lane is actually going very, very well for the Sentinel and the Nyx.
It feels like Baboka's actually still doing the right thing. Like, he loses his life, so he has his spirit that can then pull the wave off the tower and then back in range of the Razor, just to make sure that his core is going to be fine. That's why he even got killed in the first place.
Die for your carry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Radiant's bottom tower
He's
is under
gonna
attack.
come back to the lane now, preparing to contest the bounty runes in 25 seconds.
Didn't actually realize that Limp is actually a half level in front of SCCC as well.
28 to 16. Okay, maybe this matchup. I don't know. Okay, I don't know the matchup.
Yeah, well, it's the matchup. It's the puck that's after he's been nerfed, but it's also Limp playing this in SCCC, as you said. Like, how comfortable is he in this role currently?
There are certain basic stuff about the lane you probably wouldn't lose even if you didn't play a long time. Nico, baby.
Trouble again. Around the 5-minute runes, you had Far to move over, and nice body blocking XSS trying to keep the tree line cut up, and Nico, baby. Now he's got 1 charges available. Far's going to put the wall up, but Fade, as well as XSS, they just stay at the back of it, cop a little bit of damage. Care Courier.
Mid lane as well. Nyx is planning to rotate around. They have Dream Coil on Limp.
Yeah, but the Observer's down from both sides.
Yeah, this is perfect from Baboka. Like what he's doing, he sees the Nyx go missing. He's just trying to be that human ward or to run around and make sure that they see him so Outward feels safe. And Hanskin doing just what he has been doing for the past 6 minutes.
They're going again on Nico. He's just never got any mana. Like, Fada will come in, a level 2 Thunder Strike, but Nico, baby, man goes up, so he's got a little bit more shields, realizes he needs this. Because XSS will have a lot of damage himself, while Hanskin will die on bottom lane to Baboka. Nico, still so low, Swashbuckle is up, he's gonna connect and get the kill. Support seeping in, Puck looking for a rebuttal with level 6 on Limp. They get the Dream Core control, and XSS will go down.
Oh, that was really, really good play there by the Pangolier. Pressuring the Medusa so much, and he doesn't even have enough levels and items to go to the jungle even if he wants to. He has to come back to the lane and farm here and bot lane. That's all.
Baboka's already used his stun, begins the TP out, and the stolen damage is not enough to kill 33. And Nico, baby, okay, I don't know if this was part of the plan. Like, Nico, baby just TP'd towards the mid after Limp walked from the top lane to the mid. I suppose it's, okay, it's a bottle refill.
I mean, this is the weakness of having a Medusa on the side lane though. You get bullied very easily. That's why a lot of teams, when they draft the hero, they like to put the hero in mid lane because it's harder to bully him out of the lane. And on the second benefit of having him in the mid lane, it's very near for him to move to the jungle to farm, which is what you want to do. You push out with Mrs. Snake, move to the jungle, and just keep rinse repeat.
But now that big advantage the Puck was able to achieve, like, yeah, you moved towards the top lane, you found a kill, but I see him farming jungle, and I'm also seeing Arc Warden now only 100 net worth behind.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. Right now, he has to try to use his spells to get to create pressure. Even if he's not killing anyone, he wants to force rotations to a specific area on the map away from the Medusa. So he's going to go behind the Pangolier. There's a glimpse on XXS.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not sure if they have enough damage.
On bottom lane, Stampede is out. Next assassin, Spike Harvest by a little bit more space for Hanskin, but Baborka staying with him.
I guess Central did survive, so that's still for Alliance, losing the support towards that rotation. Puck, where is he going?
33. Fate doesn't have telekinesis, but Vengeful Spirit's just in the neighborhood. I'll throw down the Spark Wraith, so first attack. He can get the pick up now and throw him back into that Spark Wraith if he wants to. No, he's just out of range still, but it doesn't matter. 33. They have more than enough damage. Even Chorn from down on the low ground gets the extra plasma field hit, so SCTC can claim his first kill of the game.
Yeah, that was really good to realize that he actually needed to be with his team for them to secure the kill. Like some of the mid players would be like, if it's not a guaranteed kill, they don't really want to move over to try and do something, you know. They only want to do it if it's 100% guaranteed or at least higher percentile move. And so, gets them a big kill there on the Centaur. He's been very, very annoying in the bottom lane for the Razor to deal with.
I don't know if Baborka really wants to be here. He's putting down Sentry Wood so he can like block up some of the camps and Nico can't get the farm.
I mean, sure, he doesn't really want to be here, but I think he needs to be trying to set up some aggressive vision.
Did he actually scout? Did they actually see him drop that Sentry?
Not very sure.
It would have been very difficult to see it.
Yeah, because at the moment, he's just trying to slow the Medusa down, either by blocking his camp. I think this is a really, really good move, because it's going to annoy the Medusa a lot. He can't really go back to the lanes because he's being pressured a lot, and the only space he can farm is the jungle here. Since he doesn't really have enough to farm the Ancients yet, this is going to annoy him a lot, and Bounty Rings can come up in 30 seconds. So we'll see which side does Aster contest here.
Well, there's your glimpse.
Glimpse?
And it's just trying to pull the Pango away from him. Fada begins his TP out. Vengeful Spirit needs to get in range of the magic missile,
really,
but it's too
TP.
far out.
Very good TP there by Fata. And so Centaur's going to stack up the Ancients. Seems like Radiant is going to get 3 Bounty Runes at least. So big win there for them.
Another big win, the fact that 10 camps didn't spawn up for Nico. He's pinging out and saying like, okay, well, now I know there's a ward there. Oh, Puck's able to actually steal the Invis rune. Nothing like a good action rune for some bottle charges.
So they have to try to make action happen somewhere. Fata's level 6.
Baborka. I like this. He knows he can be potentially glimpsed away, so he turns around to try and look for the fight, but it'll still end up going down. Glimpse. Now it's going to fly in. Quick stun over towards Fada. Actually pulling out of it in the Dream Coil. Pangalia really caught out this these two heroes from Aster trying to invade into the dire jungle.
They don't have enough heroes here. They needed the Razor to come, but at the same time, props to Alliance for defending their area here. Because if you can't push the towers below, you want to go back and defend the area that the Medusa is farming, so he has safety to farm around his teammates.
They're going to the mid. With a smoke maneuver, Rubik and Razor, they are coming this time around to invade, and Fada, well, he's going to break the smoke, puts down the wall, doesn't have the storm, however. So Fada will lose his life quickly after giving 71 bonus damage.
Great play by Fada. He realizes there's no one on the map, so he's standing at a position either if the smoke comes from the left or the right, he'll break it, and he's totally okay dying.
Dire's middle tower.
And now Medusa moves all the way top to try and push out the waves. He's happy with what happened here. Enemy wasted time with the smoke, and they only got a position 5 support. It's like really, really good play.
But you still lose the tier 1 tower. That one Dire Observer, what they placed down, didn't see the second sentry ward that was planted.
Yep, and look at what's happening right now. The ward around top side of the jungle sees a trend, and he sees one more hero rotating top, so immediately Nico Baby TPs to the middle lane, pushes out the wave, goes to the jungle, and continues scaling. And they manage to get a pick off here again. Boboka wants to get vision down in the area. You realize the game is all about hunting the Medusa for the Radiant team. Whatever they're doing is all trying to make sure that Medusa gets slowed down. You steal his camp, you block his neutrals, you chase him away. But whatever they did so far, Medusa is still doing a good job at running around dodging them because of the good vision that Dire team has right now.
So if you're trying to keep Medusa down, like who's the one you're trying to buff up in the meantime? Like you're trying to keep her down so what, SCCC is able to get more space? Yep. Is he meant to be the really big player here, or is it meant to be the Razor?
he is going to be the big player. The Razor is going to be the supporting cast. Not to say Razor cannot be the big hero. We saw in the earlier series, even though Razor was like the supporting core, he was able to carry the game as well, become a really strong force later in the game.
But it's the synergy you're looking for, right? Like Razor can actually tank and be the front liner.
Yep.
So SCCC isn't threatened in the back.
Space maker, utility, you name it, he's just the team player.
Alliance are coming.
Dude,
But so are Aster. Everyone's smoking. Limp's gonna be the first one to be detected. They're putting down the spark rate, but Disruptor gonna get a really great field as well as Storm's down. Finding it with Dream Coil. No way for Rubik to escape. Venture Spirit will wait it out. SCCC, that's a very, very long glimpse. A long way back. He'll get the bubble down as well as the clone creation. Creating more space. It's a good hit. At least getting a lot of disarms from the swashbuckle. Venture Spirit will lose his life as Puck had to hunt him on the back lines, and Razor really being put to the test, putting that storm damage out, but he doesn't have enough life to survive. Now, only now you get the rolling thunder going to work from Pango. And 33 is having a hard time dodging it, but dodge it he shall. 3 heroes lost. There goes 33, finally going down to SCCC.
Man, Fata is like literally the man of the moment in the last couple of minutes for his team. You don't realize both teams, they're actually replicating the same move, they're doing the same thing, they're moving to the same area. Alliance understand that Nico maybe he wants to farm around this area because he's been moving from top to bottom, and here we see again the fight. The good static storm. I think this is already, the storm was over. Yeah, the storm was over. It all started with a good static storm from Fata. He was standing on the high ground, they ran up, smoke broke, he silenced I think 3 heroes at least.
Yep. And then it was just Alliance standing their ground.
This is just a really, really good example of like top tier support play. Space, you know, Toby?
Yes.
If you're a carry, this is the space you want.
And you get stronger and stronger with Alliance. It feels like Alliance have so many great ways of either reducing the distance as well between themselves and Aster, or just like keeping Aster on top of them. It's meant to be the other way, I say it's meant to be the other way around with the split push that can come from an Arc Warden, but you went Treads, Maelstrom, 3 Wraith Bands, like this is a fighting Arc Warden. This isn't a split push kind of game. They have to be ready for combat.
But it's going to be a long game, I think. It's an Arc Warden against some Medusa. Unless someone does like a really, really big mistake that results in a team wide in front of your base, and yeah, of course the game will end. But if everyone is playing cautiously, and you know, it won't be so easy to get such a breakthrough until the later portions of the game. Even though Arc Warden is a good core matchup in my opinion against the Medusa, but they do have I think really good answers towards the Arc Warden. Arc Warden is a hero that's very weak. He's like Sniper, he's weak against face rush, like a Centaur Stampede or Puck jumping right in front of your face and coiling you. So they do have the tools to deal with the Arc Warden. I mean, and the Spike Carapace is also very annoying for him because you'll be casting the race around the battlefield and you just get stunned all of a sudden if you're not careful. That's why, going back to your point, I think the Razor might also need to be a strong force going. He can't just like think about, I am playing for the Arc Warden, so I'm not trying to scale as much.
So he's going Yules and BKB as his item choice, so yeah, he can stand on the front lines. He'll get his damage from somebody else.
But with the Ventura, he has a lot of potential of doing a lot in the team fights. Maybe with a Satanic somewhere down the future.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
When you look at the map right now, so Nico maybe is getting a lot of the... He's farming the left jungle, he's farming the ancients, he's moving left to right. And you look at the vision. They have...
Well, this is a ballsy D1. He'll get it off.
Got the wall.
I like how Fata also tries to control him with the storm and glimpse him back over again. Baboka, man, they're committing heavily towards this. There's a dream call out, so Rubik will stand, but he also steals the dream call, and thanks to the ball, Baboka was actually protected. Now the Stampede. Alliance looking to disengage once again, and they are able to do so. But there's a stolen dream call in the hands of that Rubik.
But not sure if they want to use it anytime soon though. Pango is not ulti. I'm not sure if they can force a fight, but we'll see. Maybe they feel that with the stolen Dream Core, they're actually still strong enough to take a
Pango feels pretty tanky. Like he's got both Vlads as well as he's completed Foot of Defiance over on him. You got Yule stuff up and running.
So he went for the team items this game.
You've got a Manta style on the dude, so that's the other way around. And no Stampede for 75 seconds. No Crimson Guard Centaur in place either. They're trying to add some pressure to the tier 2 tower instead. And backlines fade. He sounds maybe he doesn't get a dream call off after. Well, turns around. Now he can actually get it. They call out Nick's assassin as well as Centaur. The Rubik dies instantly after being glimpsed back into the fight. The bubbles are down. Hanska and Nico, they walk into it. Razor gets some extra distance, but that leaves XSS kind of stranded by himself. He can swashbuckle up the hill right now. Kill off the creep wave that was following him. But it won't stop Lim from keeping the chase. Once again, the dream call comes out. XSS will lose his life.
Really good play by the Knicks and the Disruptor there. Both the supports there, turning the fight around. I think it was a bit overzealous by the Rubik trying to initiate because they didn't have the role, like I mentioned. Sure, you have the core, but sometimes that's a trap, you know. You think you're strong, but your teammates don't have their spells ready, so they are not strong. So despite having the core, they didn't have any follow-up after that, so they couldn't really take the fight.
Radiant structures are fortified.
A little bit too over-eager there by Aster. I guess that's the Nico baby factor for you. Nobody wants to go late game against him.
No, not against this Dusa. Or last night, don't want to see it again, but I'm also seeing SACC getting stronger and stronger.
Arc Warden is really good against Medusa. I think that's one of the, I mean, apart from Anti-Mage, I think he's one of the better heroes against Medusa with the bubble. If you want to go late game against Medusa, that's probably one of your better bets.
Is there a specific itemization too you want to do against Medusa, or is it just like kind of
On who?
counter?
Arc Warden.
Yeah, on Arc Warden. Like, cause he's at least got the Mjolnir right now, so there's like that mix. The Crimson Guard won't be as much of a protection, but Hurricane Pike, Mjolnir, then like what MKB, expecting more Butterfly, or
It might just be the normal items. I don't see any like other special items that he needs against Medusa. It's just gonna be all the carry items. Maybe Butterfly, Skadi, no Skadi.
so it's just really the survive straight right click kind of combo.
He might need the Hurricane Pike to disengage against the Centaur.
Man, that's a really good Radiant Observer Ward just out of range of the Dire Sentry.
I mean, because you think about it, all he needs to do is just survive. Because the Razor, if he gets the link on the Medusa, the Medusa won't be able to fight the Arc Warden.
Because then, yeah, no damage.
So if Arc Warden can stand the front line, tank, and you know, draw out the spells,
Dire's
that'll be
top
great
tower
for Radiant.
is under attack. Scanning.
It's a good scan. They're trying to sentry to get a little bit of information. There's no observer one on the hillside.
Yep, it's gonna be the dance for the Roshan fairly soon.
They actually put this Radiant Obs like almost at the Dire base on the northern side. Like it's so far away from anyone that's going to try and deward it.
That is not useful now, but it will be useful if they actually get the Roshan and they push the top tier 2 tower. Then it will be useful. But right now, there's a smoke coming in from Aster. Once again, they are going to regain control of the bottom side of the map.
Radiant's bottom
They have a
tower
wall
is
at
under
top. They don't
attack.
see anyone hitting top, so they know Dire thinks the bottom lanes, hoping to catch Nico Baby, but Nico Baby is not here.
Limp just used his Rift as well as his Orb. So they'll find him in the tree lines. A quick little bit of shift. That Orb's going to come back off cooldown, but very quick control.
Wow, they actually got him, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't expect that to happen. A bit too careless there.
Radiant's
You want to nuke the wave and just get the hell out of there.
Yeah, he took a little too long. Like sometimes you're pucked and you feel like, oh, there's no way they get me. And he got lifted by the Rubik. So the dance for the Roshan is still not happening yet. Medusa has finished his 4-star, Manta style going into the Hurricane Pike. So both of the carries having the similar kinds of progression in terms of their items. But the key one I feel right now is going to be all the team items that both sides are trying to get. Because I feel if the fight breaks out, whoever side outlives and outlasts the other side is going to win the fight. So if you can't kill when you initiate, you're going to lose the fight. That is going to make fights hard to come by because everyone is going to be very careful. So Roshan is the only thing that will force you to fight.
Well, Nico would like to wait a little longer before the fights begin. There's a rapier to build.
Okay.
This is the special.
Why am I not surprised?
Because it's a constant thing for him. But other new items have to arrive, so full pipe completed over on the Pangolier.
Halberd is going to help them a lot. So they're going to build double halberds on the Razor and the Pangolier. But it will take them probably around 5-10 minutes to get those.
That's as long as the rapier would take. And it's not like Medusa's going to be able to attack during that time either.
And that's actually a very good selection, and it's going to completely make this Medusa useless in the fights. She's going to rely on her team to protect her, keep those two Heaven Halberds away from her.
Yeah,
but earlier in the panel mentioned as well, because having Venge means that you can actually draw the Medusa into a really bad position so that you can actually isolate and kill her. So the Medusa in this game doesn't really feel like she's that invincible and you can't really kill her.
The Roka DC? Okay, he literally stopped walking for 10 seconds while being attacked by a neutral camp.
You know why that happens a lot to support players? Because you're looking at the mini-map or you're talking to other players in the game.
Are you saying people are observant when they're support players? I don't like this.
You get the point, Toby. I thought you said we are a team.
That's right. I forgot. We committed to this, right, didn't we? Nice pressure from Alliance being applied to the bottom lane. And SCCZ.
BKB also almost completed on the Arc Warden. So they will have, I think this is quite a strong timing. Double BKBs on Razor, Arc Warden. They have the pipe completed, like you mentioned earlier.
And it's not like Fada's trying to rush an Aghanim Scepter on this Disruptor.
Aghanims?
It's going to be a little bit further away.
You have dreams.
It's a lot of dreams. Support to people too. They can earn money.
And he has the Philosopher's Stone, so that's the money coming in for him. That's like your dream item as a support.
I don't need to attack. I farm with my Thunder Strike, which is only level 2.
And I get money.
I get money. For doing nothing.
Why are you so salty when you say that?
I'm not salty. There's no salt involved in this.
I thought you're a support player. Oh wait, you farm with your support player, so technically you're support/core.
Yep, so you're my hero.
Okay, so they do a smoke with this timing. They have double BKBs and the pipe completed.
Alliance read it way too well. The smoke's going to break on Rubik as well as Pango.
Like
they attack with the Swashbuckle up the hill. Glimpse. Yeah, you're coming back in, Pangolier. And then swap straight back out again. Eventual shoot on the front lines. Able to connect with the start, but Hanskin picked up himself. My god, that damage is so quick and hard. SCCC has already found the kills, even with the Dream Core control. Alliance, they stone gaze. It looked like they wanted to get involved in that, but then they didn't.
Oh, this is high ground. There's no stone gaze.
No tier 2 towers for Roshan. They're pinging Roshan. They're pinging 25-minute bounty runes. You see, like, Baboka was already making the run for it, and then I think he got called over by the rest of his team. It's like, we need your aura. Yeah,
but that move itself is a very good indication of how good these two teams are. Aster, seizing their strong timing, does a smoke push move, and Alliance, on the other hand, they decided maybe we can defend. And after they popped the smoke, Nick's ready to die, they retreated right away. They realized that they have double BKB, they don't overcommit into the fight. So both teams are just doing the right things and knowing their limits. And so Roshan goes down and Aegis goes to SCCC. Next item, what is he going to go next? Is he going to complete the Hurricane Pipe, or he wants to go for more damage?
See, Hurricane Pipe doesn't make as much sense when you're getting caught continuously by Dream Coil, but having the push to maybe get out Disruptor Wall.
Or you can just go damage. You kill him before he kills you.
Rapier, huh?
Maybe the old Arc Warden, yes.
Not the new one. Give him a Skadi.
Skadi would be okay.
Because he'll just tank through everything, right? And if you do get in trouble, the Vengeful Spirit will do exactly what he did. Oh, you've caught someone inside of Wall Storm.
What would be the other option? Maybe a Hex, so you can disable the Medusa. Since you get the double hack, that would be also a decent option. And on the Puck, because the Puck has been so elusive.
Hey, we are 1,500 away from Nico Baby having his Rapier.
You just want to keep your eyes on that Rapier.
If it's lost during the fight, you know it's all over, and it still feels like SCCC has enough damage to burn through Nico's shields pretty quickly.
What if you have a backup Rapier, so it doesn't matter if you lose money?
Sure. Have you got the money?
Maybe in 50 minutes I have, Nico has.
It seems like one of those business plans that will only get investment if you have somebody who's passionate about the project.
Oh, he's definitely passionate about the project. He has Medusa tattooed on his body.
Just the word so we can remove it later. Storm is down. Limp having some issues. That's the Rubik stolen Static Storm. Trying to go to use, and yeah, okay, they didn't realize that he orbed himself to the north and blinked away.
I mean, this is like perfect what he's doing. He's taking the dead lane, like the dangerous area of the map, and look at where Medusa is farming. He's causing so much distraction that Medusa gets to farm this whole area.
Well, it's not like Limp can get easily caught because he's already got the Lincoln Spear up and running.
That's what I thought the last time that he died.
That's true.
He has the Lincolns this time, so probably very unlikely. They have to break his Lincolns and get the lead from the Rubik.
Yeah, very difficult to do.
And Tagway on the other hand almost completes the Halberd. This is a really, really big item for them.
Radiant's top tower.
Razor halfway death to his Halberd as well.
This greedy Razor. Orb of Destruction just backpacking it.
Greedy Razor. You see? Like, no one else can use the item anyway. Who else is going to use the... I hear Glimpse.
Yeah, it's that's
on the, okay, not the illusion, the clone.
So top lane needs to be pushed back out again. Halberd is now completed for XSS.
Incase is expiring in about 2 minutes. Oh, he's doing Hex here.
So all other towers of Alliance have been removed during this time, and you got your 2 Halberds. I think the other one's coming out on Courier.
Yeah, I really want to commend the items that they're buying. The Hex and the double Halberds. This is going to make sure that the Medusa is not going to do anything at all in the fights, even he has a Rapier. But if he has a BKB, things will change.
This is Aster coming in with a plan. They boot camp before this one. They got themselves a new coach as well before this.
Standing coach?
Is he just stand-in?
Yeah, Lalan is standing. The new coach is QQQ.
Yeah.
Official coach.
It's like, I'll come if you can reach the major. Up and towards the air, Hanskin. A little bit of trouble for him.
You are that guy, you know, the guy who will run the moment he sees something wrong is about to happen and you look to your left, the guy is gone. I can't believe you're that guy, Toby. I'm so sad.
I'm sorry, can you not judge my character, please? This is defamation right now. It's going to be a...
Alright, sorry, we are a team. We have to support.
It's just like Dota pubs all over again. Hey, we're working well together. That was a great fight, and then just angry at each other the next minute.
Then you mute your mic and you say whatever shit you want to say.
I never worked that out. That's how to survive the pub crawl.
You have to release the stress sometimes. You know, you can't let it stay inside you and destroy.
Well, not all of us can have fish like you, Winter.
What? I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah, it's maybe I can't afford it on a caster salary.
Wow.
Not working enough events.
You can't buy a $10 fish. Yeah, sure.
They're more expensive in London.
And looking what you're wearing right now, and you tell me you can buy a $10 fish.
Hey, this is a bargain from TK Maxx. They're on the hunt up on top lane. Spider legging through the trees, catching 33 out. Limp is nearby. He actually blinks up closer to him, and now begins his own TP out. The Rolling Thunder comes through. TP to be cancelled. Both have no way out now, and the Hex control. You got it right. It was there from SCTC. They'll turn their attention over towards 33. Swashbuckle a little off target, but swap him back in again. Keep the crushes, keep the sword. 5 heroes together.
He took out the creep wave before he died.
Victory? Question mark?
Consolation prize.
No, okay. It's like a box of chocolates.
A box of chocolates?
Yeah, you know how you play Wheel of Fortune and you get to have the board game Wheel of Fortune, so you can remember your failure for not actually getting through into the final round.
Chocolates are legit gifts, Toby.
Are they?
I wouldn't consider them consolation.
Depends what type of chocolate. It might be good. Spike Carapace already out. Hex, look how quickly the jump fade. Waiting it out. He's also Spike Carapace available too. So once again, it feels like Aster moved from one side lane to the other, just finding a pick-off on Alliance. But Medusa. Space is created. Medusa has Divine Rapier.
Toby, you have learned.
Yes, I have. I'm looking now. I see it all. It's so clear. Thank you, Winter.
Nico, baby, is not dead. That is the objective. He's farming, you are happy.
And you can defend the high ground.
He
But
brings you closer to victory.
don't you just wait for Roshan now? You just get the Aegis and cheese and then you go up against the Dusa?
Yes, but then Dyer is going to smoke out and take a fight. If Dyer doesn't smoke out and take a fight, they'll be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, Farna's in a lot of trouble. Do the Thunder Strike out and Fade's already got a quick jump over.
It's okay, it's not Nico, baby.
It's alright as long as Nico's alive.
He cleared the way.
He did, in fact, clear an entire wave. But now you've got BTs on the Arc Warden, and these side lanes are going to push in a lot harder. It's also buying time as well for Puck. Puck's about to hit level 20. You're going to have that Aghanim Scepter a little sooner.
Aghanim Scepter.
It kind of, well...
I kind of feel like it's the damage is lacking. I'm not sure about if the problem is the disable. I was like thinking if he could go Dagon and go behind the back lines and try to kill the bench.
If this was the old Puck with the phase shift attack and all that kind of jazz, then maybe you'd have an option.
I mean, he took the spell M anyway at level 15.
That he did. Goes for
Because I think that the Puck's job...
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, a fade. He's reading it perfectly. There's a quick little silence. Limps over towards the trees, but now they bring through the Lincoln Sphere. He'll Dream Coil, but that just means Dream Coil is stolen by the Rubik. And they keep bouncing him off the wall. XSS finds the kill on Limp, and my god, Fade. I just love watching anybody who's a high tier player play a Rubik. It's just so much fun to watch.
You can put the blame on me. I was the one who said, oh, he's not going to die. He is fine. He has Lincolns now.
Why did you do it? But don't worry, space was created by 33 on the bottom line. He's cleared a wave. He's cleared a wave.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He cleared the wave, Medusa's farming.
And now he can afford a Blink Dagger. He can't afford buyback with that, but he can afford a Blink Dagger. And Nico is still farming up more, so they're getting Lincoln Spheres.
Yeah,
There's hexes, there's too much that can break it.
In the team fights, they have to be able to get the supports though. If they don't kill the bench and the Rubik, the team fights are going to be very hard. They can't really kill the other cores because of the bench. So I think it's either one of the Puck or the Centaur, they have to blink. Make sure that they keep the bench out of the fight so he cannot swap.
You know the crazy thing is, like, you watch that net worth graph go up, you watch the experience graph go up, but the win probability is still only 66% for Aster.
Now you know why it's Medusa first phase. They actually know something.
Figured nothing.
No, nothing about Star Wars.
God, winter!
The Force is with Toby.
Alright, so Hurricane Pine is going to be completed by Arc Warden soon. He's got a Monkey King buff, so he's pretty much...
Wait, what? He got the discount rapier?
I'm sorry, we can't all have coys. What is it again? The $10 fish. He got the $10 fish, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, they're just waiting, Aster. They're waiting for Roshan.
We just had a discussion on the panel whether why would you want to buy Monkey King Bomb when there's a rapier with True Strike?
See, there's this thing called death. It has consequences. Now, Roshan is up in 12 seconds now, but we just hit a level 25 Arc Warden with 30% lifesteal, and he's looking to do the miracle. Hey, Roshan.
Hold the high ground.
Hang on.
Hold the high ground.
Roshan spawns too early. He can't one-hit it.
No.
And they didn't have Veil. They didn't have anything like that.
Not a very good timing, is it? Are they going to make it on time? It's going to be close. Oh, they don't have the high ground, Toby.
Coming through. He's already jump. Now he can jump in. The dead heat. No, SCC's already got the Aegis model. And they got the grab over on the Centaur. The Solar Wall came down, but it affects almost nothing. Rubik will die, but you burn your BKB. As well as your Storm Gaze. Yeah, they're trying to run away. Nico needs to be able to survive even a bash over on the Puck. Nope, he's going to be able to ult himself away to safety. But they're searching for others. Father's going to be that one. Running down the river.
That was such an unfortunate timing, though.
What a huge split. Father, he can't TP. Fade leads up on top of the hill so they get the extra information.
So it was one buyback for Master. Rubik. He was the only one.
Yeah,
Rubik.
it was Rubik. Rubik was the only player that brought back in all of this, and Aster lose what? Disruptor.
33.
Okay, never mind. Okay, there's... Hey, well, Space created for next assassin to TP away. And Puck's pushing in the top lane, so Alliance is still buying more and more time.
For that second rapier, Toby.
But yes, one rapier is not enough.
And then you get this arm. Oh wait, this arm. Oh wait.
Well, I'm just breaking free, you know.
With the Lincolns, maybe? Yeah, if he can get the Lincolns.
As long as you get your head in the game. Well, so many spark rays starting to appear around that tier 3 tower as SCCC just from range.
So this is reminding me of wasn't there a game where someone just died to the spark ray from full to 0? Was it BC?
Yeah, it was Roshan who had at Epicenter.
Oh, the Roshan?
Yeah, that's why you gotta keep up with the memes, man. That's why he's trying to full miracle Roshan.
Dyer's middle tower.
Oh, he had Arcane Rune. Yeah, he had Arcane Rune.
Yeah, he had Arcane Rune, and there was a Veil as well applied to Roshan, and then he was able to 100% to 0.
Dyer's middle barracks.
This mid-Rax is going down, but still no Centaur up, still no stun. Nico, very uncertain about this. He knows he can hold out against just a mid lane. That's fine.
I think even if the Raxes are all down, he will hold the game. He's a Medusa.
Oh, nice by Carapace. Actually using the Spark Ray to catch out the Arc Wall, but the BKB comes out, disrupted a little bit too close. The wall is doing a half-decent job, not to mention the Dream Coil, but Stonegate hasn't really done that much. Once again, Nico Baby trying to play for the back line, and now there's going to be a stampede out, they move forward. You've got another quick jump out. A little bit of damage has been thrown, but not that much. Everyone's still up and running. Rubik has the extra stun.
Can we get someone?
And it's a little hard. They're kind of all standing inside the bubble. A jump forward, Exodus finding the target. They're going up. The Raid boss is down. Rapier is on the deck, and it's in the hands of the Pangolier. Oh, GG. They call it. They realize it was all or nothing. This is why sometimes going full koi fish is not the way, but either way, the Rapier drops. Aster take game 1, and they were heavily in control of this game, and never really looked like they lost control of this game.
What a game of Dota, Toby. What a game. Like both teams showed what